Hello and welcome back to DocTrack Administrator Training. In this lesson, we'll learn about creating form output profiles and virtual rules for cloud accounts. When we looked at document saving rules for cloud accounts, we learned that it was important for the SightLine and ShopTrack user to be assigned to a cloud access account that could read existing files and add them. But with DocTrack form output profiles, SightLine users aren't actually saving the file to the cloud archive. DocTrack polling is. So as long as you associate polling with an account that can both read and write files in a cloud location, you won't have to worry about that with SightLine users. Let's set up a form output profile now. This is one we set up for the order verification report earlier that goes to the file system. Now, if we wanted everyone's reports to go to the cloud account, we could delete this and start from scratch. But to save time, I'll just duplicate this one. Let's assume that we want the old rule to apply to most people, but we want Debbie Gibson's reports to be stored in our S3 cloud storage. I'll make this rule exclusive to Debbie by entering her username here. Right now, both the terms and conditions and the final output method output location are both referencing file system locations. If I wanted to change these so they reference cloud storage locations, I could. But it's perfectly okay to leave these as they are, even if the bundled report is being stored in the cloud. Again, to save some time, I'll just leave these as they are. In fact, I'm going to skip all the way down to the archive location. Here, I'll change it from file system to cloud storage. Next, just as we did with the cloud document saving rule, we need to change our file name so that it begins with a cloud ID. If you recall, we've already assigned DocTrack polling to the Lake 2 account, which can read and write files to our S3 archive. And if we look at that cloud storage ID, we can see that it references the DDM/DocTrack subfolder path in the S3 storage bucket. Knowing this, I'll go back to the form output profile and replace this part of the file name with the cloud ID tag, which is $S3STD. Now, just like before, if I wanted to, I could select the Browse button and select subfolders to insert here. But the rule will be okay as it is. Okay, this looks fine, so I'll save it. Now let's try it out. I'm logged in as Debbie Gibson, and I've selected this customer order. In DocTrack Flex, I can see an attachment to the customer PO, which is also in our S3 cloud. And when I expand it, I can see that it's set to bundle with the order verification. Right now, there's no order verification here. So let's generate one. I'll uncheck the report header and check Print with Attachments. Now I'll go back to DocTrack Flex, refresh it a few times, and here's our new report. Keep in mind that cloud attachments don't appear in the previewer when you select them. But when I double-click it, it opens just fine. You can see that it was bundled with the terms and conditions document that was stored on the file server, as well as the customer PO that was stored in S3. And you can see that it was saved with the correct path and file name too. Okay, let's take on virtual rules. Our engineers save PDF versions of production drawings here in S3. They organize them by product code, and the file name is the drawing number. This is the same number that appears in the drawing number field of the items form. We want to create a virtual rule that will search for these files in the S3 cloud and attach them to the item record. The type will be cloud storage. We want it attached to the item record, and we'll make the description production drawing. Then in the file name, I'll enter my cloud ID, $S3STD, and select the Browse button. From here, I can select the engineering folder. Now I'll finish my rule by adding the product code folder, and setting the drawing number as the file name. Since we only want PDF files, I'll finish by adding .pdf at the end. I'll check View in ShopTrack and save it. All right, let's see if it worked. I'll open the items form and filter for our FA bicycle series. Here's FA 10,000. And here's the virtual cloud attachment to the production drawing. It's in the S3 cloud, and it used the rule to search the correct path and find the correct file name. And here it is. That's how to create form output profiles and virtual rules for a cloud account. And that's all for now. On our next lesson, we'll begin our look at using DocTrack with SharePoint. See you then.